One burger, one fry?
What he like? What do you mean?
Okay, what about my other kids?
What about your other kids?
Dumb.
They ain't my
Why the okay, but them your kids' siblings though.
So what are you talking about? What are you mad
Them
about?
my kids, them your kids' siblings though.
So what you want?
So he finna, my other kids finna be left out.
You didn't feed them?
You know I don't give my food stamps to the seven.
Oh yeah, Diddy got a podcast.
If you can remember some of the videos, like for instance, do you remember the video of the young lady who was upset with the guy who didn't bring, okay, she had like 4 kids. One of her kids was by this guy who brought his son back with McDonald's. Do you remember that?
I bet you he don't even. I'm finna expose out of him so people can see how he really is. It ain't more than enough food in that bag for everybody. What's up? Because I'm finna expose you.
What?
Because that don't look enough for all my kids. That don't look enough for all my kids. What is that? That's just one burger? One burger, one fry?
What he like? What do you mean?
Okay, what about my other kids?
What about your other kids?
Dumb.
They ain't my
Okay, but them your kids' siblings though.
What are you talking about? What are you mad
Them
about?
my kids, them your kids' siblings though.
So what you
So he finna, my other kids finna be left out.
You didn't feed them?
You know I don't give my food stamps to the seven.
Oh,
Is that my problem?
But if you're trying to help out though, you're not helping
I'm
out.
not trying to help. I'm trying to help my son.
But how are you helping your son when you're only getting food for just him and not the other kids, his siblings?
You had
Them are his siblings
You
though.
had to.
He not finna eat in front of all his other siblings and they're not eating on McDonald's. No, why do I gotta put?
Bring him out to the car. I'll let him
No. He's not finna eat that shit at all if you can't bring enough for everybody.
Lisa, so you telling me that I gotta bring? So when I bring my son food, I gotta bring your kids food too now?
Yes.
You sound dumb.
How is that dumb? You sound dumb. You sound dumb.
Where are they daddies at? Nobody told you to talk to them other. You had them other kids. Them your responsibility. They're not my responsibility.
Okay,
Simple.
but if you're gonna bring
Simple.
one, you need to bring it for all.
simple
How do that
concept.
shit look that I'm letting one child eat McDonald's and all the rest of the kids can't eat no fucking McDonald's? You know I get food stamps on the 11th.
That ain't 3 kids that ain't mine. 3 kids that ain't mine. What
Yeah,
you look like? I bring-
they're his
I
siblings.
bring
You knew what you was getting into when you had a baby with me.
No, I did.
Yes, you
I
did.
ain't know you expect me to take care of all the kids. They're not my kids.
Okay, but you still had a baby with me who have kids with other people. I still have other kids.
Why are you recording me?
Because I'm exposing you. Everybody think you such a motherfucking good daddy.
I'm a good daddy.
No, you're not. No, you're not. You're full of shit in this bullshit. You only come here with one fucking piece of food for one child.
Child, that's mine, silly.
No, that's dumb that you can't feed the other kids. Don't feed nobody at all then. He can't take that shit. He can't eat it.
Maybe if you had 1 or 2, I can maybe. You got it's 3 extra kids. What the
Right.
All like going to my motherfucking account, spending money on all those kids. Them not my kids.
Them are your kids' siblings, though. Dumb.
So that's what you gonna go with? That's the one you gonna
Those are your fucking kids' siblings.
They my so that means
Yeah.
I take care of them.
So don't.
Where's
No,
the-
I didn't say you have to take care of them. You can bring them something to eat if you bring one something to eat.
I bring them food every other day. What do you mean?
Exactly, but you don't never bring food for the other ones. You know I get my food stamps on the 11th.
Your babies.
Okay, but
Simple.
I'm saying we share the same kid as well.
Absolutely. So if you want to, if you feel like I feel the way about eating, take him in the room and let him.
I'm not taking my kid in the
Send him down
room.
to the car. He ain't even got eat for his brothers and sisters. He can come right out to the car and eat with me.
There you
No,
go.
no. You know what? Fine. Give it here.
Thank you.
Give it here.
Hold up, bro.
Give it here.
Kids,
Give it here.
You sound stupid.
Done. He ain't eating this. You.
Why don't you just do that?
Because you ain't bringing up for all the other kids. You stupid. Selfish as a like you're dumb as hell. You're dumb as hell. He not finna eat that shit. Dumb.
Take care of him anyway.
Dumb. He not finna do that. If you can't do it for all, don't do it for none of them. Bye, stupid. Thought I was finna take that shit today. Yeah, I had another thing for him today. No, he can't take it today. So the whole world is basically bashing me right now because I'm the baby mama who was upset at her baby daddy because he only decided to give his child McDonald's and not the rest of my other 3 kids. I have 4 kids. You knew the situation when you dated me. Our child is the youngest child. So keep that in mind. before y'all make me the villain. That means all my other kids knew him. He was buying the McDonald's when we were together. My kids have to go through a transition of our breakup as well. Like, yeah, me and you broke up, but my kids got to feel it too. So now my kids have to see only one of their siblings get McDonald's and not the rest of them. And they know it's coming from you because, of course, like me and you used to be together. They used to see you. You used to do it for them. But now you don't want to do that for them anymore. Like, to me, that's petty. That's petty. Like, it's not fair. Like, you're not finna give one child McDonald's and not all the other kids McDonald's. Like, I'm not going. And then on top of that, you mean to tell me you can dib and dab and want to do it sometimes, but yet you can't feed all my other kids McDonald's though?
Nope.
That's what you mean to tell me? Like, I'm not going for that. I'm going to stand on what I said, and I don't care what everybody else have to say about it. Y'all could judge me. Oh, well, I could be the villain, but I said what I said. Like, if you can't bring everybody McDonald's, then can't nobody have McDonald's then. Period.
Yo, look, let me go ahead and just hop in here real quick and say, first of all, I understand that this video that Tay and I are reacting to, I know that this is an old video. So I don't need nobody to hop in the comment section to tell me that. Because, however, the situation at hand is not old, right? This happens all the time. This happens every day all over the country, right? So it's very relevant for us to talk about. But really what I want to talk about is, can you imagine being with a woman like this? Can you imagine being with another human being like this, right? With just somebody who, imagine the level of toxic you have to be. Imagine the level of ignorance you have to have a mindset like this. You men out here are dating, marrying, and oh, God forbid, having children with women like this. You have to deal with this for the rest of your life, for the next 18 years of your life at the very least. Are you out of your mind? I could not imagine. I would feel like this is forever torture. Let's take a look at her just real fast. Fake hair. Her eyebrows are literally drew on. Those are not her eyebrows in its natural form. Her eyelashes are literally fake. She's not only wearing makeup, her makeup is literally caked on. If you zoom in, she literally has on caked on makeup. She's wearing lipstick that, in my opinion, does not even coincide perfectly with her skin complexion. She's literally another person. She's literally not presenting herself in her natural form, right? Not to mention the amount of money that was probably spent on this makeup and this fake hair to help you present yourself as somebody that you're not. You could have spent that money or used that money on McDonald's for your 3 other children that are by other men, instead of trying to make this man responsible for children that's not even his, right? That's all I want to say. Listen, I appreciate y'all for supporting the podcast. If you are not already, please consider subscribing. Please hit that subscribe button. Please hit that like button. I would really, really appreciate it. Tay, I really appreciate you again for this episode. This clip is dope. Without further ado, let's get back to the clip. Yeah, it went super viral.
Yeah.
What trips me out about that is that now that's something right there I know is very common. It's like, what are your thoughts on that video? Because believe it or not, that was one of the first videos I saw when I was first coming into the quote unquote red pill community, where I realized that it was more of a 50-50 split. It was a lot of people criticizing her, but it was a lot of people who better understood, even men who said if they was in that scenario, or men that is in that scenario, who said that if they was that man in that video, they would bring all the children food. Me personally, I would never be in that scenario, but if I had a kid with a woman and she got 3 other children or however many other children by other men, and I'm taking my son out, I'm not going to feel obligated to bring all the kids some food. At least not every time. I might do it sometime to be generous because it is children, but that's not an obligation. The lady, she spoke as if he was obligated to do it. What's your thoughts on that?
So I already feel like when women force men to do things or tell men you got to do this, it's an automatic no for me. If you're not even a grateful type of girl, you don't deserve it. But I would say this: if you're going there to take your kid something, that's your kid, man. You're not entitled to take all her 6 other kids. It's not your kid. But me personally, just like you said, I will never date somebody with kids for that reason. Like, I just can't do it, man. Like, the sharing all that, seeing all that, because I know me, and if I can't stand your other baby fathers, all that, and I'm petty or something, nah. It's only gonna be me and my kid. I'll take him extra stuff on purpose. So it just depends on the situation. But me personally, yeah, I don't know. I don't think he was wrong at all.
Do you think it's wrong for women to, because this is another constant wave that you'll see on social media, do you think it's wrong for women to demand, and Kevin Samuels, if no one else shined a light on this, Kevin Samuels did this probably the best. Women who came on his platform, even with children, single parents, haven't really done much in their life, demanding to talk to a man that only made a certain amount of money or he had to be a certain height. What are your thoughts on women who have these certain, in my opinion, unrealistic expectations and almost requirements of a man as far as how much money he makes?
I think that's the reason why a lot of women aren't happy in today's society. You're worried about 6 figures, 6 feet, when there's guys who are loyal and respectful and have other things to offer. Women look more for looks and money wise and like stability. I get it for that reason. But again, like there's more things that guys have to offer, especially guys that are not in the 6-figure range. Like, I'm sorry, it's dumb to me. The expectations are too high and they're unrealistic, just like you said. And I feel like the guys that they're looking for in that type of market, say 6 figures, they don't understand what type of guys those are. No offense, they wouldn't even take half of the women that want them, like the ones that are lower than them. So I think they're unrealistic. I really do.
Oh yeah, Didi got a podcast.